Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Karlyah to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. Thank you for the offer, but the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We have such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend? Might have to take that nose.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Yes, true soul.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
Don't let me keep you, boss. Lads were gathered by the windmill.
It seems our infection comes with an unexpected symptom. The ability to influence others. An interesting development, but one to be treated with caution. For better or for worse. We'll never know unless we take the risk. A calculated risk, mind.
How can I help? Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Well met.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Not bad. I've had better days, and worse ones.
More of our crowd inside. But we'll send word you're all right.
Haven't seen that game in years.
If you want to keep your insides on the inside, don't cause any trouble.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what What surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute. Food? Food? Food.
Step by step.
No choice but to keep going. On my way.
No holding back. Coming through.
You fire them ogres, then you fire with me!
Got to move.
Blood comes easy these days.
On the victor's path.
Another fight. Let's go.
On the victor's path. Let my enemies fall.
Fading fast. I need healing. Take you.
Wounds. Too much to bear.
Tiring business. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest. Gives me a chance to talk to you about something. We've been on the road together for a while. Ever since the way you... In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason, you see, I have this... What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item. I can say no more. Just trust me. It's been days. That is why I turn to you. We've all... You know there'll be danger involved. All great. I'm sure we will. As do I. I hope I can... How can I help? Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer. Think of it as long I can assure you, the battlefield.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response. Something stirs.
Don't...
It seems our infection, an interesting development, but one to be treated with caution. For better or... We'll never know.
Road to Baldurs Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're low, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Baldurs Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldurs Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. The Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us prepare for the journey, and we are grateful. But it'll be a short journey if the goblins still own the roads.
By the Triad, there is only one correct answer. Refuse him, and we sentence these people to die.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word. Just Zevlor, Tilly.
Keep your steel sharp.
Goblins knows so many ways to die.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? No? Shame. I thought you might enjoy a little fun. Be safe out there, whatever comes your way.
So many ways to die.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
All right, what now?
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion?
The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Because my compassion is boundless. I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
It's still rough, but my song is getting there.
Agene culamor in umbra tua pater arborum. Defende nos ad imminentus al librium tuum.
In umbram cretus sanguine iuratus.
Again?
Ab spiritu umoc acule us vitisque.
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but she kept gasping. Clawing at the arrow. I had the same thought. And it's just going to keep happening.
What's next?
That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
You peer through the telescope. You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting. The telescope points to the left. The telescope points straight ahead. The telescope points to the right.
These tracks. Goblins?
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
I'm not going to last much longer.
Did some bleeding arts show up to save the druid? I'll cut you to pieces. Kill 'em!
This was more fun when he was screaming.
could wake him up by chopping.
Yeah, she'll kill us dead if we go back without it.
We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic. That's why I've been stabbing all the rats. Might be spies.
Not much use anymore.
One of them carved up Zoru's whole squad.
So let's leave.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
He's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
No!
You lying rat!
May the gods take you first.
Got to press on.
On the victor's path. Finding my way.
Victory is assured.
With ease.
You've made a grave mistake.
Let me strike true.
This is my time. I've found my mark.
No gloom, all doom.
Eat this! No!
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a gate tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks. Make space, and my might is yours. Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A crash must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
You! Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here!
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
Well, in that case, come on, you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it.
You're more cunning than you look. I thought we had a fight on our hands.
Why do you give a buck? Everything all right out there? Yeah? Well, I always were a bit soft. But I've got plenty of friends who ain't soft. Come in here and you can meet them.
hot afoot.
Let me help you.
A little help, please.
Ready.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
All clear.
Quite ready for you. blood. No, never mind.
Time and the elements have left the plaque unreadable.
That might be worth a look.
What's that?
Something over there.
I wonder what the next move is.
Can't give up now. ready and willing.
What's next, I wonder?
The pride of the gate.
My faith protects me.
Sharp as ever. Which way to the nearest library?
Nice view.
Need anything else? Always happy to help those who follow the first circle. Sylvanus be with you.
The air is ripe with magic.
Defender of the people.
Can't afford to stay idle.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Your desire?
Sharp as ever.
There is work to do.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Need anything else? Always happy to help those who follow the first circle. Sylvanus be with you.
We should be getting drunk at least. No fun waiting for death sober.
I wonder when the goblins will come.
You say that? We should be getting drunk at least. No fun waiting for death sober.
Yankee joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
One horn. This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Gods. Is he still on my tail? I'm embarrassed for him. You with the so-called Paladins of Tyr? Or straight from the Grand High Devil herself? Believe me, these guys are anything but holy knights. They serve an archdevil. Same one I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that? Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlyah. And you are... Thought I'd lost the Blade of Frontiers on the Mind Flayer ship. Well, if it isn't obvious by now, he's wrong about me. I'll prove it to him if he stops swinging that sword around long enough to listen to sense. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the Archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. I could use your help. There's a lot of them, and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Keeping your greatest weapon in reserve, eh? An excellent strategy.
Excellent. Let's go. Why are we slowing down? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of troubles to throw ourselves at. Hey, good looking.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
We may have to increase our camp provisions now that we have Karlyah along for the journey. Those muscles don't run on fresh air, I'll wager. Still, she'll be useful in a fight.
Defender of the people.
Hells, it's her, Karlyah, the Archdevil's servant. We must rest in camp. It's time she had her due.
Shit. I just can't shake you, can I?
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think? Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great. That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
It's worse than Knowles out there. That's E's friend. You're welcome to rest here.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home. I'll tell you whatever you wish to know. Just let us live, please.
Ah, this is rich. They serve the archdevil Zariel. Biggest liar in all the realms. Seems her servants have picked up some of Mummy's tricks. Believe me, these sneaky fucks won't stop till they have me hog-tied at her feet.
It isn't true. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit we ambushed you. An assignment from our god, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you. Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlyah, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back! It's hot in here.
Vincit qui patirto. Ah!
I must heal.
The pride of the gate.
I've got a long road ahead.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated. The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. He brings to a farmer. The farmers, we can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think? Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer. That's because he'll and then require. You might think, but the devil won't take just anything.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Perhaps I'm not conveying the urgency of the situation. it's incredibly, world-shatteringly important you give me a suitable artifact. Please. I see.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She's a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlyah, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs... You already know I fought in the Blood War. It turns out I've got a knack for... I played along until I could get the fuck... Zariel liked it. So little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Don't worry, I'll lead the
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
Fuck yeah! No room in your party. What should I do?
Keeping your greatest weapon in reserve, eh?
Excellent. Let's go. Attention!
Still alive. So that's progress.
Well, well, well.
No time to rest.
So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
I would too. Go on, Will. We're listening. Who sicked you on me?
You're not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to your throat, Karlyah.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for you, Will.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Making me sweat.
To do.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Let's get going. Where am I needed? Stop me yet. That might be worth a look.
give it.
Gas.
Please, no more.
Cut the
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Nothing in his demeanor betrays him.
I'll tell you.
Ah, this is rich. They serve the arch. Believe me.
It isn't true. We thought you were dead, but Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us. Enough!
Avernus was never my home.
Breathe deep and move.
Can't afford to let up. Heading there.
Close ranks.
Dissolve.
No time for lie down.
Survival is all that matters.
take you.
Get up, you need it.
Forever dauntless. 2 steps at a time.
Keep that beast away from us, you hear? Me, the beast? Now that's fucking rich.
Let's get on with it.
Soldier.
A hero at heart. Where am I needed?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Please, no more.
Cut the crap.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough. Enough. I'll not play pretend anymore.
Avernus was never my home.
Well, so much for peace. Need to find a way forward.
No holding back.
Ad lapidem.
feet.
Battle favors the fearless. No time to waste.
On I go.
Take you.
Death's close at hand.
Battle favors the fearless. Battle favors the fearless. Two steps at a time.
Fuck yes.
moment.
Holding back.
Together.
Where do I go from here?
This is my time. Time to push my luck again. This is my time.
Can't even catch my breath. Can't slow down.
blade will not bend. Finding my way.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. No time for mercy.
What should I do? Fall, damn you.
Under their noses.
Forever dauntless. No time to waste.
Still breathing, despite everything. Time to press ahead.
Let's end this. Got to press on. Strike hard, strike fast.
Moving.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now!
What a charm.
I'm never going back.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I'm not going to last much longer. Whatever comes, I'm ready.
sharp as ever.
Let's march! Take funeral!
Close at hand. I've got a long road ahead. I'll feel that one later.
Felt good letting off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. Wild, right? And believe it or not, I'm one of Zariel's least mutilated pets. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engines sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Oh, that stench. The body must have been here a good while.
Karlyah's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her.
Plate at the ready.
What's cooking?
No one's stopped me yet.
Welcome, rest.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Where am I needed?
Let's get going.
Flowers, leaves, grass. Can't beat it.
I was raised in the city. I'm more used to feeling cobblestones underfoot than grass and fallen leaves.
Before I went to Avernus, I'd have agreed with you. Nothing quite like Baldurs Gate, is there?
Nothing in my recollection, anyway.
I'd love to, thanks.
What to do?
Need anything else? Always happy to help those who follow the first circle. Silva.
What's the story?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Move along.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. But I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please. I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look. Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up. Forged from the heart.
Always take me. What I wouldn't do for best tools.
This is ridiculous.
We're exposed.
Defender of the people.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too. I'm just sad and bored.
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
Hey ho.
We're exposed now.
Feels like we're all waiting to die. No time to dally.
My love, we were a caravan escort for 3 days.
How fares the search?
speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten. That is most gratifying to hear. May I? Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Gale is positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithist purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Karlyah library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities. I expect I am your first. I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Decadent, then. Lacking in economy. Like so much of this world and its undisciplined people. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
I like Gale, but I'm keeping all my good gear well out of sight. Everything fancy he touches meets a grisly end.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me.
Something's not right.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Come on!
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Well met.
What's on your mind?